Go.
Hello people, I am John.
And I am George. And I am Tess.
And we are from Games for Families.
Ching! And this is your next game. Untold Adventures Await. In this video, we're going to be playing a short, quick story so that you get a sneak preview of what the game is like.
So guys, we're going to work out like the setting and the overview of the whole thing. Okay, cool. Tess, when is this story set?
5 BC.
5 BC.
I like that.
That's interesting.
It's very old.
5 BC. George, where does this episode take place?
Underwater.
Underwater! This could be very good. Tess, what do we know about this setting?
It has an ancient relic somewhere in it.
Ancient relic. Brilliant. Nice. What's the tone? I'm not really sure. What's the kind of feel? Atmosphere.
Atmosphere, quite peaceful.
Serene?
Serene, yeah.
Right. So, is it like a reef, or is it more like a sunken city?
Sunken City, that would be awesome. Yeah.
Sunken City.
Yeah, Sunken City.
Atlantis?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Distracting.
So, I'm going to roll these dice, and it's going to choose where we actually are, and a threat that has captured this object or person, but we don't know what it is yet. Okay. So I'm going to choose that we're in a camp on the near the sea, and a shadow creature is trying to capture a personal thing, but we don't know what it is yet. In fact, we do know what it is yet. It's a relic.
Tess.
So we each make a character that's going to go in the story. For example, I'm Mark of the Sea Monster. I go on adventures because they make a difference in people's lives. I can swim and fly really fast, and I have a pet piranha. I am Benjamin, who's a ninja cat, and I go on adventures because people pay me money. Money, good.
Money, good.
I've got awesome ninja skills, and I have 2 swords.
And my character is Jake. He's a wizard apprentice. He's searching for the relic so he can make an awesome potion thing. And he can cast spells, and he's very enthusiastic. Yay.
So now we've got our first scene. We're going to use questions. We can do questions we may ask, actions we may take, and see how it plays.
So
Can I do an action, please?
yes, you may.
So I am going to go and see if I can pursue him. I'm going to try and run after him.
The shadow person.
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, I've seen him, so I'm running after him.
You've seen the shadow person, and you're running after him.
Yeah.
What happens?
What happens? It doesn't work.
It doesn't work, and something else that's bad happens. What's the other thing that happens that's bad? Does he get away?
Yeah, and he manages to get away out from my side.
Okay.
So
He's
disappeared. He's vanished.
So we're by the sea. We've just an elusive shadow creature that's just run away from us, and we're trying to find this relic.
From me,
From you.
the ninja.
From you, the ninja cat. Cats take water, don't they?
Yeah, but
I am going
Fine.
to take my action,
yeah.
which is going to be because I'm because I can fly. I'm going to fly up really high and see if I can see him.
That's a brilliant idea.
That's a brilliant idea. Take this action. Run my board.
Let's see if it works.
Let's see if it works.
It works,
But as soon as I see him, he runs down into a subway.
Okay.
So we know where he is now.
I'm going to take a question. No, this does not have to happen in order, guys, remember?
Okay.
We can do whatever we want. So I'm going to have a question. I'm going to ask, why are we pursuing the shadow? Why are we pursuing the shadow creature? Why does he want this relic so much? So what we're going to do is roll the old dice. So I've rolled these dice.
Okay.
So I've got to figure out a reason why the evil shadow creature wants this charm so much. And I think
John.
George has got an idea.
I think
he wants it so much because it's a really rare weapon because a lot would try to hide it.
Okay, yeah.
Really rare weapon, which is also the best weapon
In the world. I like that.
universe. So this is the dashboard where it tells you what these symbols mean. Like for instance, this would mean dark agenda. And it also has these idea cards which you can play to interrupt, which you can tell people an idea. The flashback card where you have a flashback to fish out more of your character, which may help the game. Don't know how, sometimes it does. And modify, which means you can change one of these dice. And you've also, of course, got the pause play one, which means if you don't understand what's going on, you can flip it to pause, where you basically pause the game. You need to talk about the game until you understand. And you can play.
Yeah. Right, so guys, what do we think of Untold Adventures Await?
I think it's a really good game because you can let your imagination run only with a little bit of hints about what to do and ideas, and you can work together to create this amazing story, and then maybe you can write it down and become millionaires. Yay!
Absolutely agree with Tess. This is a brilliant game. Definitely recommend it if you like making stories and you've got quite a big imagination. But there is there can be some tantrums.
So let's go through our particular ratings. How would you rate this for complexity, of how complex it is to play, out of 5 for a family?
I'd probably give it a 3.
Okay, there's a little bit of stuff to sort of learn the structure of how you do it, but actually really, because there's no win or losing, you can play it however you like, you can do whatever you want. It's just that the way that they have put in the rules is a brilliant way of producing a really well structured, exciting story, but you can play it however you like. So 3, would you agree?
If I was allowed to give halves, I'd give 2.5, which means that it could be a 3 because it depends how complex is your story. Is it a short comedy or a long, complicated,
That's true, actually.
teenage sci-fi?
Ours got really complicated last night. We did about the kind of specific technology that we were using in the science fiction world. So it can get that's very true, Tess. Otherwise, you could do a really simple, silly story, in which case it'd be very easy.
About ducks.
Yeah, about ducks.
Eating
Definitely.
bread.
Yeah. So, Tess, how much does this game stop you fidgeting? How much does this game keep you engaged? What's the fidget-free factor?
I'd give it a 4 because sometimes everybody else is just getting so involved you don't have a chance where you can poke in, even though you do have these.
Yeah.
So I would give it a 4 because most of the time you do have an opportunity.
John? George?
Exactly the same as Tess again. I'd give it a 4 because you are getting quite involved because you've got these interruption tokens and you've got all these actions and ideas which you don't really take time to.
So it's very free form. If you've taken an action, it doesn't mean that you can't be the next one. It's not really turns as such, but you can influence what other people are up to. So it's hard to dominate because you can only do 2 of these idea cards, 1 of these flashbacks per episode. And so that limits the kind of alpha gamer kind of problem in this game, the kind of dominance of one person. So I think it does really well. What about the tantrum prevention index? How good is it at stopping people having tantrums?
Oh, I'd give this a 3 because there's interruptions and sometimes you don't get the dice you wanted, sometimes you get really terrible ones of these you didn't want.
Tessie.
And also you might disagree with what another person is saying. You might be like, there you might think, oh look, this could be like an evil shadow monster. And then another guy's like, oh no, I've used up all my ideas. And then you basically just end up shouting at each other.
Yeah, so this is... Go on.
Also, what's really annoying is when you're having to introduce new characters because then they're thinking stuff that you've already got a different
So you've
theme
essentially
to,
got up to 4 different imaginations all working at once. That is a recipe for frustrations, and the game does try really hard to prevent the frustrations from boiling
Yeah.
over. It's really, this is the thing, the play pause, I think, is really just when someone's getting frustrated, they can kind of do a timeout and everyone goes, okay, calm down. Actually, that makes it a really good model for cooperation generally.
Yeah.
And I think actually last night, although it got a little heated, you guys did pretty well.
Yeah, it was such a complicated
It was
story.
really
We had like,
complicated.
we needed like, these are from the last one, and they are literally covered with information.
Yeah, we got really deep last night. Just the one you just saw was very much more
was fun,
superficial.
though.
It was great. Right, how about amaze balls? What about that feeling of, oh my goodness me, this is so great, we can't believe this has just happened. It all clicks into place and it's just incredible.
I'd give it a 4 because there are those moments where you're like, oh wow, I can't believe I just rolled that dice I really wanted, or
Yeah.
I can't believe I just got like that amazing outcome for an action, or I don't know, it just turns out my character was just good enough.
Yes.
We had just the
Where-
right
where
abilities
it
to
all
defeat it.
fits together, and like last night we had
Yeah.
that moment when the whole kind of scheme just fitted,
Yeah,
and everything
it
just
was
kind of
amazing.
clicked into place. And that was an amazing moment. So
I
4,
think that was like around
I'd
here.
give it a 5.
5.
I do agree with what George is saying, but different people have different things that make them go wow, and for
Okay.
me this is one.
So now the moment of truth. What is your overall rating for this game?
I'd give it a 9
And what?
because it's a very, very good game for all of the reasons that I've already mentioned. But then there is that heated.
That heated tension that goes on.
Yeah.
George, what do you think?
10.
10.
This is a
Wow.
brilliant game. Tantrums pretty easily be avoided. It's also really fun, and it's just a brilliant game.
That's George's first 10. First
Yes, it
perfect
was.
10 of his reviewing
It
career.
was first.
This is a beautiful moment.
Even though I've only rolled one.
So I'm going to rate it as a gamer and as a game. The important thing to approach this thing is that in many respects it's not really a game. There's no win or lose, there's no competition, and the rules are very, very, very loose from what you might be used to if you're a strategy gamer. So it's really hard to rate as a game. You can't really compare it to something like, I don't know, King of Tokyo, because it's a totally different beast. It is, with the right people who like making stories up and who are willing to cooperate together, even if that's not easy, it is a fantastic experience, and I had a brilliant time with it the times that we've played it. So I really recommend it, but just don't expect a tight strategic game, because that is not what you're buying here. I love the story cube so far. The other thing to mention is that you can plug all of the story cubes set in. So if we were, for instance, to get a Batman or Doctor Who
that would be great.
story
We should
cube
do
set
that.
for
Let's do that.
Christmas, who knows? We might be able to plug those in and make some Doctor Who episodes.
And there's something awesome you can do as well here, which is, let's say you were on this episode and you still have that there, but whatever. If you wanted to use that again, you could, because that has a yellow outline, that has grey, orange, and yellow inside, you can put it like that.
Okay. So that is our review. We love it. We're having a great time with
I love it more. We hope you love it as well if you do get it.
If you enjoyed this video, and who wouldn't, please go to our YouTube channel, Games for Families. Also our Facebook page, Games for Families. We're also on Twitter.
And we have a
Look
dog,
up, check us
if that
out.
helps.
The dog does appear quite often in some of the videos, and he's a magic dog as well, as you will find out soon enough. Anyway, thanks very much. Merry Christmas if this doesn't get too much before Christmas. Bye!